I claim the right to the maximum state of health that I can achieve and maintain, and the right to cultivate, process, store, use or consume any naturally occurring substance or derivations thereof to that purpose, including but not limited to vitamins, minerals, enzymes, probiotics, phytonutrients, herbs, and homeopathic remedies, the right to uncontaminated air, uncontaminated water, uncontaminated nutrition, and the right to use the resources and natural resources of any form of healer or therapist for the purpose of achieving and maintaining my health, and in so doing to indemnify them against any form of statutory code or limitation. I claim that pursuant to any action by any corporation or government and or any principal S, member S, employee S, agent S, servant S, person S thereof in privilege or right of the United States of America, a province, or municipality, I affirm my right not to be compelled to perform under any contract and or commercial agreement that I did not enter into knowledgeably with full disclosure of said understanding and knowingly, and voluntarily and intentionally, and do not accept the liability of the compelled benefit of any contract or commercial agreement not revealed to myself, which are my rights pursuant to natural law and to common law. 34. Furthermore, I claim that the intentional blurring of the lines with smoke and mirrors, deception, outright lies, and too numerous to mention false claims as to the well-settled division between the Crown-created legal entity known as the person and the flesh and blood creation of the Supreme Creator known as man is nothing short of theft, fraud, breach of trust, and forced slavery, a heinous criminal activity of the most odious form. 35. Furthermore, I claim that all person S, acting as government S, principal S, employee S, agent S, and justice system participant S, claiming retained legal counsel, have by virtue of their own and of their principal S, action S, claimed total incompetence in handling any of their own affairs in law, and have become an instant ward of the court. Hence, they are imprisoned by their own action S in hand or lack thereof. 36. Furthermore, I claim that due to the self-evident facts and truth at hand, that all person S, the Crown, government, principal S, employee S, agent S, and justice system participant S, claiming limited liability or immunity are doing so under the pretense of being deemed totally incompetent and under law made instant wards of the Crown in our court, and therefore cannot claim good faith or color of right over anyone who is thus blessed as being a competent herein or living spiritual being known as man. 37. Furthermore, I claim that ignorance of the law is not a lawful or legal claim when used by the Crown, government, principal S, employee S, agent S, and justice system participant S at any and all levels to my harm or detriment, especially by those claiming limited liability. 38. Furthermore, it is my understanding that law is a collective organization of people S right to justice and equality amongst men and other people in defense of equal rights. 39. Furthermore, I affirm and claim spiritual awareness and understanding, overstanding of soul, that the supreme spiritual source of creation made man and womb man in its image and endowed them with free will and God-alien given rights. Furthermore, I affirm, claim and exercise my God-alien status, free will, and rights. 40. Furthermore, I affirm, claim, and understand, overstand Crown law, magistrate law, Roman law, Queen's law as beneath and inferior to God-alien law. 41. Furthermore, I claim and affirm the right to exercise all endowed spiritual, supreme, omnipotent, omnipresent, all divine, source of creation natural law which is the basis of all law, and the highest authoritative law of the land. 42. Furthermore, I affirm all is true and accurate, and request a proof of claim of all rights that government S, and our corporation S, and our private entities declares or demands, according to the Supreme Creator's natural law. I cannot do nor partake in and or have a right to engage in as a freeman of the land, being a spiritually endowed creation of the Supreme, omnipresent, omnipotent, all-divine Creator also known as Spirit or Ether. 43. Furthermore, I claim all transactions of security interest S require the consent of both parties, and I do hereby deny consent to any transaction of a security interest S issuing under any act, for herein stated as a freeman of the land I am not subject to any acts. Additionally, any breaking of any claimant's right S is automatic acceptance of claimant's fee schedule. All legal fees are to be paid for by adverse parties and right violation S. Furthermore, I affirm and claim my time, service S, timeline S, violation of intellectual property and God and Creator-given rights are not free. All fees are to be valued in United States dollars, gold, silver, coin or anything thereof of equal value, whichever valued higher. 34. Furthermore, I claim my fee schedule for any transgression S, violation of rights, violation of affirmation of claim per peace officer S, police officer S, government principal S, private entities or identities, agent S, justice system participant S, person S, corporation S, member S of above group S, employee S, or person S is $3 million per each individual, identity, entity, corporation, person, or participant. In addition thereof, $50,000 per hour incarceration rate, transportation fee, handcuff fee, and adjudication fee for proceeding or processing without my forewarned express written and notarized consent, for each offense, for each event. $50,000 for exiting an automobile fee, $200,000 per impound of automobile fee, $500,000 per fingerprint, per palm print, and per mugshot fee. $100 billion per government, corporation, magistrate, crown, private entity or identity, member S, employee S, agent S, servant S, person S, participant S, or affiliation S, thereof in right and or privilege of the United States of America or any said affiliation. In case of physical, mental, spiritual or natural wealth, harm, death, or decay to claimant, family and or relatives and or domestic family, and or kin. 45. Furthermore, I claim the right to convene a proper court de jure in order to address any potentially criminal actions of any peace officer S, police officer S, policy officer S, government principal S, agent S, justice system participant S, employee S, employer S, corporation S, private entities, person S, servant S, member S, and any crown or magistrate official S, who having been served notice of this claim and then interfere by act or omission with the lawful exercise of properly claimed and established rights and or to be free from ordinaries, judge S, magistrate S, corporation S, government S, governmental S, or private entity rule of law. 46. Furthermore, I claim and affirm forever that private entities and our corporation S, and our judicial officer S, and our employee S, and our employer S, police officer S, and our peace officer S, and our policy officer S, and our magistrate official S, and our agent S, and our participant S, and our members of said affiliations and our government affiliations have no jurisdiction, status, or oath over kin, and our claimant or domestic family members for all our spiritual, flesh and blood, man and woman, and are thus endowed with God and Creator rights, status, and free will from the supreme source of creation, thus restricting and doing away with the crown fictitious corpse entity created at birth under nine-fold disclosure fraudulent contracts and registrations. That act in itself is a breach of trust law and violation of kin and our claimant and our domestic family's supreme creator's right S, God-given right S, and personal free will right S, in addition to natural law rights S. Furthermore, I claim the law of agent and principal applies and that service upon one is service upon both. 47. Furthermore, I claim the right to use a notary public to secure payment of the aforementioned fee schedule against any transgressor S, who by their action S, or omission S, harm me, and or my domestic family, and our kin, and our interest S, directly, indirectly, by proxy or electronically in any way. 48. Furthermore, I claim the right to deal with any counterclaim S or dispute S publicly and in an open forum using discussion and negotiation, and to capture on videotape said discussion. Individual S, person S, claimer S, entities, disputer S, or any said groups and negotiations for whatever lawful purpose S as I see fit. Affected parties wishing to dispute the claims made herein or make their own counterclaim must respond appropriately within 10 days of announcement of notice of this action. Responses must be under oath or attestation upon full commercial liability and penalty of perjury, and registered in the notary office, and supplied to me directly through Facebook account and our YouTube account herein, provided no later than 10 days from the date of original service as attested to by way of certificate of service.